Everyone, I'm coming here for a WrestleMania 33 review. So first, I'm gonna review the Kickoff Show. First, I want to say this show was awesome. Secondly, I want to say had some shocking surprises, lots of great moments, lots of you know, not so not it's not that they were bad. It's just that it's not everything was a feel good moment in this WrestleMania. So it's a closing moment for a lot of guys. This WrestleMania. And also a starting moment as well. So starting off with the Kickoff Show, we start with the Cruiserweight title, Neville versus Austin Aries. They wrestled this match like they wanted to be the best match on the card, Kickoff Show or not. So had to give them 3.5 stars. They did great. The pace was great. It was great. So, onto the Shock Memorial Battle Royal. Probably wasn't as good as, a couple years past, but Mojo Rawley had a pretty big win here, I think. A lot of shocking eliminations earlier on with the Big Show and Braun Strowman before that commercial break. So, it was weird. You thought they'd have some more Joe as well, but they figured, not really happen. A lot of people didn't participate in WrestleMania, so it's kind of weird. But at the same time, it's kind of what happens. If you don't make too big of an impact, then, you don't really have to come. It's kind of weird to say. But yeah, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler's also eliminations that were kind of questionable the way they were. I think, wrestling standpoint, it was okay. So I have to give it 2.5 stars. Rob Gronkowski ran into the match. It was pretty fun even doing that. So got a lot of media coverage from that. So yeah, that's another thing. This WrestleMania did pretty well. A lot of good media coverage. They had something for everyone. Even if the people who didn't like wrestling, they knew about the show because of a lot of the things that happened, which I'll talk about later. Okay, so next we get on to the last kickoff match, which really surprised me. It was Intercontinental Championship. And this match probably got bumped to the pre-show because the Women's SmackDown Championship, even though I think that match was really planned to go on the regular show because of Naomi's entrance. I think based on Naomi's appearance, Vince was probably going to put this on the show, on the Kickoff Show if she wasn't going to be there, or on the regular show if she was, because at night, and also it was her hometown, her entrance is probably the best. So that's the main reason why this was put on the actual show instead of the Kickoff Show. Not really because of all the protesting for the people. They protested about the Cruiserweight title match, even some about Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. But he chose to put this IC title match with Baron Corbin and Dean Ambrose on there. And, with this match on here, you notice that Dean Ambrose is like, he's a little bit angry about that during the match, because he walked in the WWE champion. In terms of, WWE can give and take away pushes from anyone, but him being the only Shield member really on the Kickoff Show is like, wow, that's personal jack. So, that's one thing that's going to get him upset. Might be a heel turn imminent for him. So that's the Kickoff Show, alright? So on to the main show. But that was a good match, so 3 stars. Some might call it a little bit boring, but it really did have good counters and great technical wrestling. So yeah, that was a good match, 3 stars. So basically how this works is bad matches are 1 star, okay matches are 2 stars, good matches are 3 stars, 4-star matches are great, 5-star matches are amazing. So in between that you have the quarters. You have the quarter, half, the 3/4 quarter. So, or 3/4. So yeah, that's it. Alright, so the actual opener to the show was so yeah, it didn't open with the ladder match. That's how I knew the artists were returning, but I'll get to that later too. Alright, so the opener of the show was Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles. This was actually maybe possibly the best match of the night because of the wrestling. It was great. Shane just doing the regular technical wrestling with AJ Styles, who really carried most of the match, but in a way, they both really helped out each other. So, I have to give this match 4 stars. This was great. AJ was awesome. Shane did awesome. They did the ref bump, which I expected. So they can do a couple spots here and there, like no disqualification type spots. Good near fall, great near falls. Even for Shane, like seeing him kick out of that Styles Clash was like awesome. So I have to give the match 4 stars. It was great, great match. Alright, the next match is going to be Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho. Now, this match was pretty good. I think it had great near falls as well. You know, it came after a really awesome match. It really got the crowd into it. So I have to give this match 3.5. There's some good technical wrestling here. KO got the big win on the U.S. Championship. But this leaves Chris Jericho. I mean, might this go straight to tour, or he might feud with him a month. Yeah, I think he's feuding with him at Payback. His last match, I think, before the hiatus. This is like one of his best runs of all time. Like, you even look earlier in his career, like even with all the championships he's won, this was, besides that 08 run, maybe that 01 run, or 02, but this was probably the best one because of that expectation, like of him being a veteran. Like, he really killed it with the crowd. He looks like a rock star on a nightly basis. So yeah, I have to give this match 3.5. So we get into the Raw Women's Championship, and this was about 3.25. This was nice. It probably wasn't as great as a lot of people thought it was going to be, but it had some good moves here. You know, I think the final 2 was Bayley, Charlotte, and then finish was pretty good as well. So yeah, I mean they worked very well. Like women's wrestling in the past, this wasn't as great as the triple threat match last year, but if you look at the past women's wrestling, like in the past like WrestleManias, like these past 2 WrestleManias are the best women's wrestling matches of all time on WrestleMania history. So I mean, there's some good stuff in the 90s, but I mean, this stuff was like really awesome. They were given time, so good stuff. Okay, 3.25. So next we get to the ladder match. Bro, I thought the New Day were gonna put themselves in this ladder match, bro. I was gonna get excited because I like the New Day being in the ladder match. Kofi wrestling in that night. I was like, yo, they better put themselves in this ladder match. But the most selfless thing, like their characters. Of course, they were told, you know, hey, we're going to put the Hardys in there. But for them to do that, I think shows a great character. I mean, Chuck, they should have put them with the Hardys. I mean, sure, they would have been outshadowed. But hey, it wouldn't have been a bad match. It would have made the match even better. So, Hardy Boys came back. Well, like I told my cousin, like, yo, the Hardy Boys might come back. And I had a feeling because this match was not the opener. This match was going to be the opener. The Hardy Boys wouldn't have came back. So this was the right match placement. I mean, right time to put the match so the Hardy Boys could return, you know. When the crowd is like, it's not really like at all time high. They're like, it's not that they need to be woken up. It's just that, you know, having an additional moment like that is unbelievable. The match itself was great. It probably wasn't as good as, you know, all the other ladder matches we were accustomed to. But that spot at the end with that swanton bomb to that ladder, it was great. So Jeff, dude, great job. Okay, great job. All right, 3.75. Wow, near 4 stars. But a little bit more. But Cesaro and Sheamus killed that match too. So they were the MVPs, Hardy and Cesaro. And I had Sheamus, even Matt Hardy had good things. So, I mean, Enter Mori and Kaz, they did some things, and so did Gallows and Anderson had a couple moments, but those guys, Jeff Hardy and Cesaro, killed it. I mean, they made this match really awesome. Well, Sheamus. Alright, match number 5, John Cena versus Nikki Bella versus Miz and Maurice. This was good. That was okay, so I give it 2 stars, but it's not really the match itself that was really the point. I mean, they really kind of did demolish them like they said they would, which was kind of a little bit lame, but I give it good points. You know, if they're going to do the whole engagement thing, like proposal. Like it's good. It was a great segment. I mean, a lot of people watch Total Divas. You wouldn't believe it. They were really excited for this marriage. Like, I mean, this engagement. Like, my sisters, both of them included, like, they really watched Total Divas. They didn't like wrestling, so they really enjoyed this part. All right, match number 6. Match number 6 is. I'm trying to go back to the memory right now. Alright, I'm just gonna do it a little bit out of order, so I'm gonna start up. Yeah, it's probably in order. So Triple H, Seth Rollins, okay. Might have been the match of the night. This was amazing. Triple H is a great psychological worker. I think the main event last year was not given enough press because he was working Roman's arm like unbelievable. So here he had to work Seth Rollins' legs. So Stephanie went through a table, all these kinds of things, great near falls, awesome job. Next, we're just gonna go to Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt. It's kind of really sudden out of nowhere. Like the RKO was out of nowhere, but wasn't enough near falls. I think you never want to overkill the near falls, but at the same time, you never want to underkill them either. Kind of ruined Bray Wyatt's character, but he did do cool things in the ring, you know, and that light stuff. That was a good mind game. So I have to give this match 3 stars. Okay, but going back to Triple H, Seth Rollins, I give that about 4 stars and maybe a quarter, 4 and a quarter. All right, and now just gonna give it 4, but 4 and a quarter, I think it's right. And now Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg. I have to say, you know, this was way longer than you think it'd be. So this is near 5 minutes. So it's good near falls, and it was very dramatic. So I said 3 stars too. Goldberg didn't really kick out the F5, but it was a nice match. I mean, again, they didn't want to overkill the near fall, which was nice. So okay, then the Divas, the women's thing. Sorry, SmackDown Women's 6-pack challenge is a good match. It was really okay. So give it 2 and a quarter. Now it probably wasn't as good as a lot of people were even expecting to, but it was kind of like that slowdown match. So the thing is, with it being off the Kickoff Show, it would be kind of like not really a bathroom break, but because you had the concert, which was truly a bathroom break, I would say. But this match was more so really just to put Naomi over, which was awesome. Great. So 2 and a quarter. Right, the final match, really sad. Undertaker, Roman Reigns. You know, I mean, he's always going to try sometime, I mean. So, I mean, a lot of matchups I wanted to see. I still kind of want to see. I hope it happens. You know, John Cena, Undertaker. Maybe next year. You never know. Hey. So then John Cena, Undertaker, I think, would be awesome. Undertaker, Roman Reigns is like, this match was awesome. You know, thinking back to this match, it was really the perfect near send-off. I mean, it's what the Undertaker wanted. You know, WWE has made Roman Reigns not to be even a good guy anymore. So he's not meant to get your cheers. So, in between that, he's the guy, you know, like good or bad. So, it might sound a little bit bland, but it's his character. So, that's the character he's working with. So, I mean, he won the match, but it was a really great match. Lots of great near falls, and, I mean, that spirit of that table, like, dude, understanding what it does to the Undertaker every time he goes out there, I mean, that spirit of the table was almost unnecessary, but it was very necessary to telling the story of the Undertaker. So, everything went through, it was really he really got the light. He kicked out of 2, near 3 spears, so it was great. So, alright, so I give that match 3 4th quarter. It was near 4 stars. It was a little bit slow, but thank you, Undertaker. Thank you. And thank you, Jim Ross. Rest in peace to your wife. Thank you for showing up and calling this match. I would give this pay-per-view an 8.25 out of 10. So really good show. Alright. Talk to you later. Bye.